Have you ever played a game that you didn't want to end? For me, Horizon Forbidden West was exactly that kind of game. When I started playing it, I never could have imagined what a journey it would take me on. I started to play it pretty casually, playing whenever I could find the time between work and other things. Usually a few evenings a week, a couple of hours per gaming session. Well, this project ended up taking me about 3 to 4 months in total. Forbidden West definitely isn't a quick game, especially if you're aiming to explore everything it has to offer and if you have little time to play. And honestly, I didn't want to hurry this game. This video isn't meant to be a traditional review of Forbidden West. Instead, I want to share my personal thoughts and experiences with the game. I think Forbidden West hasn't gotten the attention it deserves, and it has been kinda overshadowed by other AAA games. Elden Ring, for example, was released just a week after Forbidden West, if I remember correctly, and it quickly took over kinda everything on the gaming spotlight back then. And of course, Elden Ring is one of my favorite games also. It is a very good game, I'm not denying that, but after I played through Forbidden West, I just really think that it deserves more recognition, you know? Because the game isn't just visually stunning, it has much more depth than you might initially expect. Forbidden West became a gaming experience for me that I'll probably never forget. This game really managed to pull me in a way that I haven't experienced in a long time. Or actually, I don't think I have ever felt this way about any game. Well, maybe Last of Us Part 2 comes very close. The game does an amazing job of immersing the player in its world. I felt that when I journeyed through the world, it was almost as if I was seeing everything through Aloy's eyes. And experiencing the Forbidden West's world was something really unique. Her story in this game is both pretty intimate and grand in scale. Like, there were so many moments during the game when it felt like her emotions, struggles and wins were my own. And that is what a great game does to you. The music, sound design and visuals all work together to create an experience that feels very real, and at times it felt kinda like I was actually there. The sound design is especially impactful, like when you are walking through a quiet forest and you hear the wind gently moving through the trees, or when a distant sound of a machine catches your attention. It creates a mix of tension and curiosity. The music enhances the atmosphere perfectly and it amplifies the emotions of each moment in the game. After finishing the game, I found myself listening to its soundtrack on repeat for weeks. Please leave me a comment and remember to like this video. Also, check out the links in the video description if you want to support my channel. Thank you. I usually don't like to put graphics on a pedestal if we are talking about games, but in this game, the graphics definitely deserve a special mention. The graphics in Forbidden West are so detailed that they pull the player closer to the game world. At least they did exactly that for me, making the game even more immersive. just watching the game is a pleasure in itself. The game is full of moments where I had to just stop to admire the world around me. Whether it was a beautiful sunset or a cold, nighttime, snowy mountain. And navigating the game world felt incredibly natural, and controlling Aloy was super smooth and responsive. Climbing was especially fun, and a sense of adventure was like always present, and every time I found a new path or climbed a tall mountain, I felt like a real explorer. And then when I finally got the flying mount, the world opened up in a whole new way. The combat mechanics in the game were also top-notch. Every enemy is its own challenge, and during the game, many times you really have to think about how to approach each situation. It's at least usually not wise to just charge into battle with weapons blazing, and you usually need at least some strategy, how to use the environment to your advantage, or do I need to use different weapons or maybe some traps. The fights didn't feel repetitive, which is great. Well, maybe fighting with humans can get a bit monotonous, but anyways. When it comes to fighting with machines, every decision feels meaningful, and I think that's super important. And fighting against some of the game's biggest machines is a truly thrilling experience, I would say. And this really hit me, how intense the battles were. When during a big boss fight, the rough grip on my PS5's controller's left stick actually started to peeling off, you know. But yeah, the story of the game is both powerful and very relevant. The AI themes that the game deals with felt actually scarily possible while I was playing. Many times I found myself wondering, like, is this really the direction we are heading in, like in the real life? And like, could this game's world somehow, even distantly, be our future also, you know? These kinds of thoughts and feelings crossed my mind many times during my playthrough, but of course I hope they never come true. And the fact that the game makes you think or feel these kinds of things was really unique experience, and it was something that the game does exceptionally well. As we travel through the game, Aloy meets a variety of characters, and each one of them does add something unique to the story. And these characters aren't just background figures. They play an important role in the game's story, bringing depth and emotion and all good things to the narrative. Characters like Mysterios, Silence, and friends like Varl and Erend, they really add depth to the game. And I found myself naturally drawn into their stories and genuinely cared about what happened to them. Like, they felt real and natural to me. When a game offers that kind of character or story development, it's just something that I really enjoy. As the game's story started to approach its end, I felt growing desire to hold on to that moment. I didn't want this journey to end. I delayed finishing the game by doing side quests and diving deeper into the world. I explored, climbed, flew with my mount, ran through forests, admired the landscapes, investigated every corner, and savored every moment, knowing that the end was near. And then, when I finally finished Forbidden West, I couldn't do anything but to just cry during the end credits. Aloy, her journey, and all the characters I had met along the way felt almost like old friends that I now had to say goodbye to. I felt grateful for the journey I had the chance to experience. This game really left an empty void in my soul, and I don't even know how else to describe it. For me, Horizon Forbidden West is one of those games that raised the bar for what defines a good game so high that it's going to be tough for many other games to reach that level. A game has to be exceptionally well made to surpass that bar. That's the downside of playing games like this. The last time I felt this way was with The Last of Us Part 2 and Elden Ring. But anyways, I'm waiting for the Horizon 3. I can't wait to see where the story goes next. Okay, well, how did you feel playing Forbidden West? Comment down below. And thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe my channel and leave this video a like. This is Johe and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks.